Hey Libra, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve, and we're gonna get you a message. It's been a while since I've done the Tree of Darkness spread, so we're gonna do that for this go round. Alright, Libra, what is going on? We're gonna ask several questions here, just one card per placement. Alright, we need 7 cards. Tree of Darkness for Libra. Alright, so the first card, the first placement here, this is something that you hunt for. And we have the Nine of Wands. The first thing that came to me was recognition. There seems like you're not, it's like you're putting forth a lot of effort, or you know, been through a lot with the Nine of Wands, right? But you're not actually getting either the respect or the recognition or being seen like you really feel you deserve to be seen. But what you don't realize, is there's more to come. Wow. I mean, that may not be good news, because there's this progression between, from the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands. It's like it's like there's one last step. Like you're close, but there's like one more. You're gonna have to carry this for a little bit longer. You're almost there, but you're not quite there yet. And that's something that you you may not realize, because this feeling of the Knight of Wands it feels like, man, you've gone through so much. And there might be a reason that you might be kind of not standing guard, but being suspicious of, keeping your eyes peeled for, okay, what next? Because there actually is a next, and it's also going to be I don't know, the last tribulation or something like that. So in the third card, this is a fear that's associated, and this is the Six of Cups, which can be that whole nostalgia thing, or maybe from something back in childhood or the past. So whatever this fear is, it could be something that you've carried with you for a long time, and it's just having an effect on what's going on here. So let's look over here at something that you avoid but shouldn't. Oh, so you're avoiding parting ways with something, whether it is a location or a person, relationship. It could be a relationship, job, whatever, but you're emotionally vested in this, and you avoid, you're avoiding some kind of clean break or something. And so what you wish that you could say or do, wow, is to say that it's all your fault. We have the Eight of Swords. There's a part of you that really wants to take the blame. like, or say that you made it up, or it's your fault. I don't know, almost like you thought it into happening. So over here we have, this is kind of like why you avoid this clean break. It has to do with your future. It's like you want to be sure, and you're never sure because we have this Eight of Wands energy, or Eight of Swords energy over here, which is, like kind of like mental traps, or you know, perhaps there is some overthinking. I'm not seeing the Nine of Swords, so it's not, that bad, but there's something about like the way you see your future, or you not being able to see your future, that prevents you from leaving whatever it is that you should leave or could leave. You know what I mean? And over here, so here we have this, we've got this Eight of Swords, right? Where you really wish you can say, like, take the blame for whatever, or say it's all your fault, or no, I've just skewed this in my head somehow, or you know what I mean? But the reason that you don't say that is the Knight of Swords, which is it's not the beginning of discernment. It's like, kind of like that middle ground where you've got like the page, the knight, the king, right? It's the swords. The swords are, it's thoughts, it's discernment. It's like you know better. You know better than that. It's like you're fully capable of creating those mental cages, right? But in some circumstances, perhaps this one, it's not your fault. But you wanna take that burden. There's like, you've got major burden here in the center, and it's a little bit concerning to have an entire tree with burden at the center. Perhaps you're taking on too much. So let's go ahead and get some advice. We're gonna pull one kind of dark goddess energy, and we'll pull one oracle card, and we'll use little bitty tarot to clarify. So advice for Libra. Oh my gosh, what's this? I've never seen this one yet. Quarine. Who or what is Quarine? Because I want to say she has some advice here. Ooh, Quarine, the elusive companion. The Quarine, a spiritual double, embodies the hidden parts of oneself, exists as a parallel creature in a different dimension, linked to our earthly existence. The Quarine can be seen as a reflection of our innermost desires, fears, and hopes, guiding us in subtle ways towards our true nature. So, if this makes you, like, if you are afraid of this, or if this makes you feel uncomfortable, there is a possibility that you're afraid of your own secrets. It's kind of like this, it's kind of like a representation of the parts of you that you deny. So, what about them? It's like I guess your spiritual double. What does your spiritual double have to say about this? Check it out, Nine of Wands, right here. But in this Nine of Wands, that's funny. In this Nine of Wands, you could see that the figure is chopping away, cutting away at something, which is kind of like this breaking free, this clean break. So your kind of spiritual double, or your Kareen, is fully aware that this is something that you avoid, but shouldn't. So here we have the Seven of Wands, and that is, that it's a card of self-defense. It's a card of standing up for yourself. And this is, it's kind of like giving yourself credit when you deserve it. So this Nine of Wands up here, where, it feels like you're not getting the attention or the accolades or the recognition you think you deserve. Here it's telling you that you have full permission to just give it to yourself. And so here we have the Five of Pentacles, and this is lack. It's not having enough. But in this particular card, there are some skulls that are green instead of just the whole array of them, right? And they're just being walked over. They're being overlooked. So there's some part of your secret self, your darker self, that is being looked over and ignored. So you might want to say hello to it. Alright, so let's get the other advice here for Libra. Alright, we have the Death card, which, death, transformation, endings. And it's it's a transition that should be revered, right? It's not like a lot of people go through their lives and they actually fear that transition, you know what I mean? Or they fear the endings of things, and that's something that's already come up here. Maybe not so much as a fear, but an avoidance of ending something, of breaking something off, of getting away from something that's not good for you, And you're fully aware that your future depends on it, but it's like you want to be, like I said before, you want to be sure. Sometimes there's no sureties. But let's get some clarification on what this kind of ending transition phase thing is over here. King of Cups, the Fool, Four of Cups. So there's Four of Cups definitely is reeking of regret. So like what I'm like just in the images alone, what I'm seeing is somebody going a little bit overboard in the realm of like waters, emotions, or even drinking, right? And then like being a little bit oblivious as to like surroundings, just like being very open and allowing vulnerability, and like with the Fool, right? Just like jumping into things, not even worrying about the future, right? But then like on the like behind the scenes, still it's like you can't shake this feeling of like regret or remorse, or and it has to do with love. There's something to do with love. I don't know how much that is advice for you, but I feel like you needed to know where it stemmed from. This fear of ending whatever this is, this fear of the transition, wanting to be sure about your future, it's related to love. Okay. So, Libra, this is your message. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.